Hello, everybody. Here we are for another Uncanny Spirits Club video. And I'm continuing with what I started with the last video, where I've got um, three stouts, three beers that were given to me by a family member. And tonight's going to probably be problematic, but I'm throwing the caution to the wind and trying it anyway. I already don't feel good because I was saying I was coming down with a cold, and I think today I finally really came down with it. Um, it's not the worst of it yet, I'm sure. I'll probably start feeling really in the dumps in another day or so, but that's fine. It happens. It's the season, I suppose. But what we have is the Gunner's Daughter Milk Stout, which is interesting. It's got a boat on it. And it's from Mast Landing Brewing Company, which is from where? Brewed and canned by Mast Landing Brewing Company in Westbrook, Maine, which is why they have a boat, or more appropriately, a ship, because it has masts, because Mast Landing Brewery. Clever. Um, it's a stout brewed with natural flavors, 5.5% alcohol by volume, 1 pint, so modest, not too out of control there. And it says pretty clearly on the back in big white letters, contains lactose. Now, you folks know that when I mix my lactose products with my alcohol products, it's usually terrible things to follow. And both of them are in one can. So this is probably the worst decision of the year that I'm making right here, but it just sounds delicious. It says that it is a beautifully aromatic and balanced milk stout with delicious notes of peanut butter, coffee, and dark chocolate. And I like all of those things. So I'm going to drink this, and I'm going to have food not too long afterwards to try to kind of soak up everything um, and keep it from getting out of control. But that's what I'm going to do. So let's pop this open here. Now it also has, again, it has a price on the top. $3.49. I assume that's per can. So I don't know what this is going to be if you priced it for a 6-pack or a 12-pack or anything like that, because they usually have the it's not as easy as saying, well, what's 349 times 6 or times 12, because a lot of times it's a little bit less to buy them all in a big pack than it is individually. That's how economics works with food and beverages and things. But if you see it in the wild on the shelf somewhere, 349. I am not sure, as I said with the last one, where this was purchased from. If she bought it from her local area, or if she got it from farther afield. And I mentioned last time that she'd gone to Ireland recently, and I thought, oh, maybe she brought them back. But it's got dollar signs on it. It does not have euro signs or pounds or anything on it. So. And I would think if it was someplace overseas, it would be marked with overseas currency. So it's a mystery. I don't know if you can get these in my area of Ohio, but if you do, it's $3.49. It's a long-winded way to say all that. So let's pop the top on that. I think I'm going to like this already. I think it does have the peanut butter. I'm going to pour it in here and not make a huge mess on the couch. It's always kind of a dicey prospect. Oh boy. That's a close one. I'm extra shaky today. Sometimes I get shaky, sometimes I don't. I'm going to lay that right over there and let that settle for a minute. That's one of the signs I've got a cold, is because I feel a little weaker in the muscles today. Especially when I'm trying not to spill something. So I'm going to put that there. There's still a little bit left in there. Not much of a foam on there. Got down pretty quick. This one's more carbonated than the other one was. A little bit more air in there. Nice and dark, though. Still obviously a stout. Now that that's settled, let's very carefully give this a try. I got it right up to the brim there. Well, let's see what we got. Ooh, that is delicious. That is very good. It does have a very strong coffee, chocolatey, peanut butter kind of thing going on. If you were to take like a dark chocolate Reese's cup and use it as a flavor for a coffee, that's what I'm getting. Not super sweet because it hasn't been artificially sweetened by the taste of it, which is nice because I don't like all the extra sweetness. But as it settles like peanut butter chocolate cereal, which is really nice. I liked that kind of cereal when I was a kid. Mm. And as you drink it, that cereal feeling becomes a bit more present and it's kind of more in the forefront, which again is very nice. I like it, and it's not too sweet. It is denser than the other one I had yesterday, which, by the time you see this video, it's going to be a few days down the line. But, time is wibbly wobbly around here, and other assorted phrases from things that I don't really watch. But it is settling really nicely on the back end there. It doesn't change too much. It doesn't get too bitter. The one from the last video, remember I said the taste changed as you went on, like as it sat and interacted with your taste buds. Like it would taste like one thing, then it would taste a little bit like something else, then it might go back to that first thing, but a little different. And it was just kind of all over the place. This is pretty consistent. Like peanut butter chocolate cereal. But not sweet, but not super sweet. It's sweeter than the one from the last video, though. So, but it doesn't taste like a dessert beer. Like I've had some stuff that's been really good, like the Sweet Baby Java, and some of those that have been much sweeter than this, but also really, really good. And they were more like a dessert kind of beer, in that they tasted like you were having a dessert. And this doesn't taste like that. This just tastes like a nicely well balanced flavored stout that happens to taste like peanut butter chocolate cereal, which is quite good. So I like that. I like that. I recommend it if you can find it. Once again, I'm going to pour out a little bit more from the can here. That's a nice little bit of foam on top there. Yeah, it does foam a little bit when you first put it in, but that foam goes away pretty quick. So this was Gunner's Daughter Milk Stout, Mast Landing Brewing Company, brewed in Maine, 5.5% alcohol by volume. It does contain lactose, and I'm hoping that that does not cause me problems later. We'll have to see. I've only got the one, so it's not like I have a whole 6-pack of these to try to pound down, because that would lead to a lot of problems. But for anybody else who might have lactose issues, that is something to consider. Okay, people deal with it in different ways. Some people use medicine for it. Some people just grin and bear it. Some people, it doesn't bother them as much. They just get a sour stomach. But just something to keep in mind, that it does say contains lactose if that is an issue for you. You don't want to get caught by surprise. It does not contain peanuts or nuts, however. They do say that for your allergy information. That's not really a worry of mine, But if it is a worry of you because of the peanut butter flavor, it doesn't have actual peanuts or nuts in it. So, but and once again, it was, according to the sticker, $3.49 for a pint, which is probably fair, you know, for a pardon me, for a craft beer. I would imagine something like this, if you got it in, it's probably would be a 4-pack of cans for like $12.99, which is a little expensive. But it's also good, and if you're buying something that's flavored like this, it's an indulgence. It's not just something you're just trying to buy just because you want some nice beer. It's more of an indulgence beer, and you're going to be paying for that. So you have to be able to support your vices if you're going to do this kind of thing. Which is why I have fewer videos now, because I cannot afford my vices. So we're doing freebies. We like freebies. But yeah, it's good. $3.49. Not sure if that's Ohio prices or where that's at, but I recommend it. So until next time, of course. Cheers.